Alright guys, this is the informational video about the ProSteel Products tube door gates. We've used another company that has an area of expertise, and combined with mine on my areas, we come up with some really nice products, and this is the first one that we're going to release to you guys. There's two companies building these, so the lead time, we should be able to get a lot more out than I can by myself. The square tubing gates have still been around 6 to 10 days. It looks like I'm gaining speed on it. I probably could lessen that a little bit, but I'm going to leave it alone for now because I'm taking the weekend off. These door gates are 095. They are pretty stout. I mean, they got a real nice slam latch. That's a pretty good, they call them a medium duty, but I'd say a heavy duty. They're a single cam latch, and they've been working really well. Out of all the hundreds of these I have out there, of the latches, not the doors, the latches, I've only had to replace one. And the guy probably painted it or something, or tried to powder coat it. You can't powder coat those, so keep that in mind. But this bend right here conforms to the body, so these gates, you're not going to have anything sticking out like my tube gates did. They were sticking out a bit. These are real nice and conforms to the body, but they stick out a little bit so you don't snag this. That's a benefit of this. So if you're driving without your doors and you slide across a rock and snag this, you can move that around. Your quarter panel's gone probably if you don't stop in time. Alright, the benefits of this is that, and plenty of airflow. If you can see my Jeep in the background over there, those Jeeps had that figured out a long time ago, to take them doors off so you can see your placements and see the front tires, and see if you're crawling, you got to see, and the airflow. The airflow in that, I went down to town and almost lost my hat because the wind was blowing so bad. It's 88 degrees out here, and I was okay as long as I was rolling, you know. When you stop in these, yeah, it's still, but you still get the air with the breeze. 5 mile an hour in the shaded trails or whatever, you're going to be fine. You're going to say, wow, this is really getting rid of the heat. KRXs are known for their heat. This is why I did this. I made the square tubing. You guys asked for the round tubing. I did it. Here it is. Keeps your console cooler. Along with, I have the Razor's Edge hood, which is it's got a screen on top that lets a lot of the radiator heat out of that way instead of coming back through the console. These things will create such a swirl wind that it cools down. Wind cools air, or cools down engines, air-cooled engines. So it cools down that center console. I used to never be able to wear shorts and put my leg against that because it would actually burn me. But now, with all that air going through there, it seems to stay so much cooler. With that combined with the hood, you can't go wrong. These give you this sense of security without blocking your view. You can rock crawl with these. If you tip over, you're going to be protected. These are 095 wall. And getting rid of the dust, so much air flows through there. If you get dust in, it's going to go right back out. The heat and the dust, if you got your plastic doors on, and figure this from your chest down, you're going to have a pile of dust and you're going to be hot, because in the dusty situation, it doesn't settle on you because the air is moving to get rid of it. So the dust will come in. I don't care what you do, you're going to get dust in your machine. And what you want to do is open it up to where you can get the dust out quickly, and the heat out quickly. Excuse me. The heat will stay in all that plastic. It's like sitting in a plastic box, and it's so hot in there, and you don't get hardly any air movement down through the bottom. Out here, you're going to get it with these. These are built tough, like I said. These pins are patent pending because they move with this hinge. I recommend getting these pins to use with my doors. That way it doesn't wear this out. And I have changed this hinge over to a 304 stainless because my tubing, the square tubing doors were made out of steel, and when that powder coating, when you're in and out with this, you might wear that off and then you're going to get rust stains down the pin. And I didn't like that, so I went with the stainless, so if the powder coating wears off, you're not going to get that ugly rust stain. These are so quick to change. You got your stock doors. I showed you how to cut them out so you can gain access. But I don't have my hairpins in here, but I'm going to show you how to take this door off and how easy it is, and then I'll put it back on. Just think of any kind of door that you have, which that's kind of a hint because we got something else coming that can actually use these quick pins. So if you wanted to take this door, let's say it's cold out, you know, you just got done riding 90 degrees, had a great time with these guys, stayed cool, stayed clean, dust, whatever. Now the next day it's going to rain and it's going to be 70 degrees, and you still want to go riding because you're on vacation. Alright, you can pop this door off. I already have my hairpins out, so all you're going to do is just grab the door and lift up back and forth. Pops up a little bit. Grab a hold of the top of the pin, pull it out. Now your door's off. You're ready to go. Now if you want to put a different door on, or if you want to put this one back on, you change your mind. But if you have a different one that is made for colder weather and rain, and you want to stay dry, you can put your stalker back on, or you can wait until we come out with something that we've been working on for quite a while. And I say we, it's LMB off-road, so you know it's going to be something to do with pipe and steel. When we put these on, I just put it in the first hole, put it down in the second hole, and that's to put your safety pins in. I don't run mine, but there you go. That's it to take these doors on and off. And the actual stock door comes off that easy also. There is a little bit of tolerance between these hinges. I noticed that one door on one machine, exact same year and everything, mine just drop right in. The other one you got to really press and wiggle and get them in. That's because it was either rolled over and these are bent, or they were within tolerances of Kawasaki, however they build them. So there is a way you can tweak them a little bit to get them in line to each other so they just pop right out. Back and forth, pop it out. There you go. And you're done. If you don't want to lose your pins, if you want to ride without the doors, just put these pins back in and then put your hairpin in there so you don't lose them. And that way, if one of these should happen to pop out, I doubt they're ever going to do that. But if you don't have my bronze ones set in there, you're going to lose them. Guaranteed you're going to lose them. So if you don't have my bushings, the bronze bushings, you better put the pin in there so you keep your bushings intact. Put the pins in also. So anyway, to put them back on, easy peasy, right there. As you get the top one started, the bottom one, I'll go down. You can see where it's going to hit the bottom hole, and just line it up and then give it a push and you're done. There you go. That's how easy it is. If you want custom colors, just email me. I'm not going to list it on the website, but some colors are more expensive because there's a lot more prep work. It's almost impossible to get all the scratches out of a round tube unless you spend hours upon hours. So we do our best. We weld these together. These are miter cuts just to make this bend. A bender would not bend it, so we had to miter it. And trying to smooth out a round bar with a round disc is kind of challenging. So anyway, that's why we recommend the textured powder. But if there's any other questions about these, once you ride with these, you're gonna you're gonna love it. But getting back to the Jeep, you see the covers on them roll bars. I'm gonna come up with a cover for this just for extra padding, and this angle right here is perfect for an armrest. And you can get in and just for me. That's exactly where I want it. And you can tell where the other door was up here, but this one's a little bit lower and it's perfect. Now if I had a pad that went exhaust here that just zipped on like those. Get them in different colors or whatever you want. It'll get padding for you, and they make roll bar pads, and that's an option. I mean, you can do that, but there's so many options with these. But the biggest thing is the quick change. One other thing I want to say is these pins are quick change. If your doors are wore out on the hinge side, my pins may do it, but if they're wore out a lot, Brute Performance makes a bolt-in bushing that will take the wallered out holes out of play. But if they're not bad, mine will probably do it, but the quick pins, Brute Performance uses a really small pin. I tried drilling a hole in it. It's too small to drill a hole, so I don't know how you'd make it a quick pin, and you just have to deal with them little C-clips. But I heard somebody did it, but I haven't seen it. These, you can't go wrong with these. They're all the way through the hinge. They do not move whatsoever. They're stout. And okay, I think I covered all the bases, so if you have any other questions, feel free to call or email. If you want custom work, if you want to insert, yeah, anything you can think of. If you say, well, I don't want the way he's selling it, I want this changed, call me. We'll work something out. If it's probably going to be more money if you want a panel or something, and then we'll invoice you through the email, and it'd be real easy, painless, and we'll do it that way. So anyway, I'm taking the weekend off. We'll have a lead time on the 7th when I get back and tally up everything. I'll get with LMB. He's working through the weekend on building these, so he's going to have a bunch of them made. Hopefully he's got enough to cover the orders. If not, we're going to have a lead time there. We have a lead time now. It's probably we're 3 days behind on local orders, so once we get those done, we're going to get them out as quick as we can, so don't worry. We need to, we'll get more help, we'll get them done. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you like these doors. We got a lot more coming. You should be subscribed to everything that I have, like my YouTube channel, all that stuff. And yeah, these flies are driving me crazy. I'm going for a ride. Anyway, all right guys, hope to see you on the trail. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.